You've heard it all before. Think positive. Stay optimistic. Focus on the good. But if all it took to succeed was positive thinking, everyone would be thriving. We'd all be at the top. But we're not, are we? Because it takes more than thinking happy thoughts and staying in a bubble of optimism to conquer life. Real success, lasting, undeniable success, demands something deeper, something tougher. It demands that we look at the whole picture, not just the parts we like. It demands discipline, grit, and the courage to face the dark alongside the light. Let's get one thing straight. Positivity has its place. It can keep us afloat, keep us hopeful. But positivity alone is a fragile crutch. It blinds us to what truly needs fixing, to the inefficiencies, the weaknesses, the blind spots that lurk in the shadows. And ignoring these doesn't make them disappear. It only makes them stronger, festering below the surface, waiting to sabotage us when we're least prepared. If you want to rise, you must look at yourself honestly, brutally. You can't build resilience if you refuse to see where you're weak. You can't build strength if you won't admit where you're soft. Success demands that you look at the raw, unpolished truth of who you are, with all your flaws and imperfections, and decide to transform them. To master yourself, you can't just focus on what you're doing right. You need to know where you're falling short. And this is where relentless action comes in. It's easy to say, I'm going to change. It's a lot harder to follow through. Success is built on the back of 1,000 small, relentless actions, day after day. Every time you choose to improve a flaw, to push through discomfort, to do what needs to be done, you're proving that you have what it takes. Because here's the truth. Positive thinking will never replace action. You can dream all day about who you want to become, but until you grind, until you sweat, until you push yourself harder than you thought possible, those dreams will stay just that, dreams. But even action, without discipline, will crumble. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Discipline means showing up on the days you don't feel like it. It means doing the work, not because you're motivated, not because it feels good, but because you promised yourself you would. Discipline is about building a foundation so solid that nothing can shake you, so that even on your worst days, you're still moving forward. You see, success isn't born from fleeting moments of positivity. It's born in the dark, in the quiet, in the moments when no one else is watching. It's forged in the fires of self-reflection, molded by the actions you take when no one's there to applaud you, and hardened by the discipline to keep going, even when every part of you wants to quit. So go ahead, stay positive, keep that spark of hope alive, but don't let it blind you to the work you have to do. Don't let it distract you from the weaknesses you need to turn into strengths. Remember that it's not your positive thoughts that will carry you to the top. It's the relentless action and unbreakable discipline to face both the light and the dark within you. It's not a magic bullet that will make you successful. Yes, positive thinking can keep you motivated and hopeful, but it won't get you through the grind, the setbacks, or the harsh truths that lie between where you are and where you want to be. Real success is not built on fluff. It's forged in the fire of discipline, honest self-reflection, and relentless, strategic action. If you truly want to succeed, you need more than an optimistic mindset. You need the courage to look your weaknesses in the eye, the strength to confront your failures, and the willpower to take continuous action. This is the truth few are willing to face. Success requires resilience, commitment, and an unyielding dedication to growth. So, let's talk about what it really takes. Here are the strategies to turn your dreams into reality. 1. Face the darkness. Embrace brutal honesty. You can't conquer what you refuse to see. Too often, people are afraid to look at the negative, to confront the aspects of themselves and their lives that are flawed or failing. But if you want to grow, you need to get brutally honest with yourself. Start by assessing your weaknesses. What are the habits, beliefs, or actions that are holding you back? Where are you falling short? It's easy to dismiss the negative, but ignoring it won't make it disappear. You must confront it, understand it, and use it to fuel your transformation. Conduct a self-audit. Take time every week to assess your actions and decisions. Ask yourself, what went well? Where did I fail? How can I improve? Don't sugarcoat the truth. Be brutally honest. Identify your blind spots. We all have areas where we fall short, things we don't want to admit. Talk to those you trust and ask for feedback. They can provide insights into your weaknesses that you might be blind to. Keep a truth journal. Write down your thoughts, actions, and results. Over time, patterns will emerge. These patterns reveal where you're truly struggling, where you're avoiding discomfort, and where you need to put in the work. 2. Embrace relentless action. Dream big. Act even bigger. You've heard it before. Actions speak louder than words. But here's the reality. Actions speak louder than thoughts too. Positive thinking alone will never replace the grind, the work, the daily commitment to taking steps toward your goals. Vision without execution is a fantasy. Success is about doing the hard, often unglamorous work, day after day. It's about showing up consistently, whether or not you feel like it. Set tangible, action-oriented goals. Break down your ultimate goal into small, manageable tasks. It's easier to take action on concrete steps than abstract ideas. Follow the 5-minute rule. Commit to working on a task for just 5 minutes. Often the hardest part is starting. Once you've begun, momentum takes over. Build momentum with small wins. Start with actions that give you immediate results, no matter how small. Success is addictive, and small wins give you the confidence and motivation to tackle larger challenges. 3. Develop unbreakable discipline, the backbone of success. Discipline isn't about working hard only when you feel motivated. It's about showing up when you'd rather quit. Discipline is what keeps you on track long after the initial excitement fades. It's the foundation that turns intentions into habits, and habits into success. Without discipline, you'll chase inspiration without ever building the consistency needed to achieve anything meaningful. Set a daily routine. Design a routine that aligns with your goals. Consistency builds momentum, and a routine anchors you, making it easier to follow through on your commitments. Use the 2-minute rule. If something takes 2 minutes or less, do it immediately. This keeps small tasks from piling up and builds a habit of immediate action. Practice delayed gratification. Discipline is about choosing long-term rewards over short-term comfort. Learn to resist distractions and focus on what matters. The ability to delay gratification is one of the strongest predictors of success. 4. Look at failure as a blueprint, not a barrier. Failure is a harsh teacher, but it's one of the most valuable. When you fail, you have a choice. You can let it define you, or you can let it refine you. Failure reveals your weaknesses, your blind spots, and your limits. Instead of avoiding it or feeling defeated, learn to examine it closely. Every setback holds lessons. Every mistake teaches you what not to do next time. Conduct a post-mortem. After every failure, analyze what went wrong, what went right, and what could have been done differently. This turns failure into valuable data. Separate identity from actions. You are not your mistakes. Your actions can fail, but that doesn't mean you are a failure. Learn to view your failures objectively and without self-judgment. Apply the 1% rule. After every setback, commit to improving by just 1%. Small, incremental improvements over time lead to monumental results. 5. Cultivate resilience. Become unstoppable in the face of adversity. No path to success is without challenges. The true test isn't avoiding failure or hardship, it's how you respond to them. Resilience is the ability to rise after every fall, to keep pushing even when the world seems determined to stop you. Success isn't about avoiding challenges, but embracing them as opportunities to grow stronger, to sharpen your skills, to prove to yourself what you're truly capable of. Practice the bounce-back mindset. Set a maximum time to dwell on setbacks, maybe an hour or a day, and then refocus on the next steps. Develop a support system. Surround yourself with people who encourage growth, who challenge you, who hold you accountable. Lean on them during tough times, and offer the same support in return. Visualize overcoming obstacles. Mentally prepare for setbacks. Visualize yourself facing difficulties and coming out stronger. This makes it easier to handle challenges when they arise. 6. Measure your progress. Hold yourself accountable. Positive thinking might make you feel good temporarily, but real growth demands accountability. Without measuring your progress, you won't know if you're truly improving. Accountability keeps you honest. It forces you to face your progress, or lack thereof, with clarity. And when you measure your actions, you learn to respect the process and commit to consistent improvement. Set weekly check-ins. Evaluate what you've achieved every week. This reinforces the habit of staying on track and prevents small slip-ups from becoming large setbacks. Track. Key metrics. Whatever your goals are, find metrics that matter and track them relentlessly. Whether it's hours spent on a skill, sales closed, or pages written, track it all. Use accountability partners or public declarations. Tell someone your goals. Make your progress known. This external accountability can push you to stay on track when your internal motivation wavers. 7. Cultivate a balance. Positivity meets realism. True power lies in balance. There's value in positivity, but there's equal, if not greater value in facing reality. Be optimistic about the future, but realistic about the present. Use positivity to inspire, but use realism to prepare. Combining both allows you to dream big while taking pragmatic steps to reach those dreams. Positivity without action is delusion. Realism without hope is despair. Find the balance, and you'll find success. Set hope and fear. Goals. Establish a hopeful outcome, but also prepare for the worst. This allows you to act with confidence while remaining prepared for potential setbacks. Engage in regular reflection. Spend time reflecting on both wins and losses. Positivity alone won't push you forward, but balanced reflection will. Celebrate your wins, but dig deep into your losses. Practice self-affirmations. Paired with realistic goals. Use affirmations to stay inspired, but pair them with actionable steps. Don't just tell yourself you can succeed. Tell yourself what you'll do to succeed.